Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This reading is for Geminis. If you have your sun, your moon, or your ascendant, or a strong planets or strong placements in Gemini, and or in the third house, then there will be something for you in this reading. The first card I pulled out from a deck that called me, but it's usually not only positive cards in it. And I was surprised when the Gemini energy went through me, and it's still called this deck that can really hold very many negative things. But when I came out, and I realized why. So the card is abundance. And I was really happy that that card jumped out. It has the lucky horseshoe, the butterflies, little fish and flowers, dahlias. And it really, really talks to me that it's not only the abundance that comes to you, but in the next 6 weeks, in the rest of August and September, probably you are spreading this abundance. You are giving heaps of things, heaps of different things to others, whoever needs whatever. It's kind of, it's a very, very generous thing that you might gonna do in the next 6 weeks. Then I called up on the girls and three came out actually. The first one was the hearth, home, and domestic life. So that is really, really home based. That is really, really, really something about the everyday life, like the sixth house kind of things. And that image is very good because, however, it's a dark house, but that girl is really peacefully taking care of household duties. And when the other two came out, the windstorm and transformation, and then the moon and the lunar magic, then it made more sense of like seeing the journey. So, where you are coming from, what's going on, and where you will end up in these 6 weeks. So, probably you are coming obviously from your home, from your everyday life, but something will happen. Something that is a big wind, which is good because you are an air sign. So, you can enjoy that wind. You can enjoy that tornado and hurricane in a way of being in your own power. Um, However, be careful. Do not destroy with your power. And your windy power is your words. And that can create transformation. But those storms might be heated up in you or might be heated up in someone else. And then where you will end up is with all this peacefulness, with all this moon and lunar magic, which is moon is representing like it's more of a cancer type of planet. It's more of the smoothness, the motherly love, even past lives, or basically that part of you that needs the sun to shine onto it so that it becomes visible. But that one is really, really fiery. So whatever light is coming out of that one will have a light on this one. So you can't reach this state unless you go through those storms. So it's kind of like from peace to storm to peace. But it's from a kind of domesticated peace and into something magical. You know? It's kind of like an inner journey of coming from a place where you thought you are at the right place. Something maybe even bad happens, but something stormy, something up. Um, I would say uplifting because of the wind, but what I wanted to say is upsetting comes. But see the uplifting side of it because that's the transformation. The transformation is not like what happens to you. The transformation is what do you do with it? What do you do with that storm? What do you do with the wind? What do you do with the wave, for example? Do you ride on it? Are you a surfer? Or you just let it push you down? So that's the same with you, but with your own type of air energy. And that's what is fascinating in it. So, and that air inside you can feed the fire in you. So I would say if you are getting upset and all sorts, try to channel it in a positive way, but also do it. Just be it, live it. Do not suppress it. This is talking about that in order to transform, you cannot suppress it anymore. There is something that looks a little bit like peaceful, but also suppressed. So you're coming from somewhere. Maybe you have learned to suppress in your childhood. Maybe you learned to suppress in your domestic life, in adulthood. Maybe something is suppressive about the home. It is peaceful and it is stable, but it's suppressive. So this is the time for you to let that storm out, to let that wind out, so that you can transform. Because when that happens, or after that happens, you will be in peace. Like in a kind of peace you maybe wouldn't even have thought that existed, because you have never been in this type of peace. Um, it's really, really a magical story I see here. Okay, let's go with my new deck, which is about the ruminations and the meditations of the month. I've used it with the previous signs. I would like something for Geminis. First one, map out the steps as far as you can see. Have faith that the others will unfold. Yes, look at that. Try to plan, even here, before it unfolds, try to plan and map that out. And then there was another one which says, think about it. A person with a broken leg suddenly sees others with broken limbs. What have you noticed in your world, and how have you reinforced your observations? So that is also coming back. You can call it home, you can call it childhood, you can call it your world. Wherever that limited mindset is, wherever that suppression is, this transformation will help you. And please help yourself as well by thinking of, what do you notice? Because that is what's coming from you. And sometimes circumstances change, so you start noticing other things. Probably it's the time when you have to notice new things so that you can get into this state. Okay, what type of things we have to notice? Let's ask Frida. I like these Frida cards. They're nice messages, and usually on the very positive and very artistic end, but sometimes very, very realistic too. So, Geminis. What does Gemini need to know? In the next 6 weeks, something. Nothing would like to jump. Maybe it's not time for it yet. Okay, let's go with this one then. I don't like forcing cards. This is why, because if you don't force, you just get them. So, beauty. What is about that? Not everything has to be practical and dull. Beautify every aspect of your life and adding more color. This tells me that in the last couple of weeks or months even, you have been focusing on many, many practicalities, many, many things to work out, to sort things out, very many tactical things and practical things. And this one calls you to celebrate the beauty, obviously within you and in others as well, because that's what this one was talking about. Whatever you see or happens to you, you will see in others. And isn't the world more beautiful if you see yourself as beautiful, and so that you start seeing it in everyone else? And then the next one was the voyage of the heart, which says to get out of your comfort zone, and your heart wants to sail somewhere new. I think it's perfectly matching this journey where basically, yes, your soul has decided, your heart has decided, you will have to burn through that fire, through that storm, whatever, because your soul wants this. Your soul wants that peace and wants to go through the journey. We are not here to just get to the goal. We are here to live. So this one is about getting out of your comfort zone. And even if it ends up in a big storm, everything is temporary. Remember, everything. And your heart wants to sail somewhere new. So why not to follow it? Then let's see, following the heart, what's in it in the love cards for Gemini for August, September, please. Love life. Let's see. No jumps. Okay, one. Leap forward. Seize the moment and let yourself be loved fully. This leap forward is really, really aligned with that. So it might seem that in your private life as well as in your work life, you might need to go through things and really move on. I mean, in a way of moving forward. And the next one is the divine match and the stay strong. Okay. It says, following your destiny and the love that's meant to be. So you might meet a soulmate in the upcoming 6 weeks, or you already have it. Be careful with these twin flame type of things, because yes, they can generate more flame and storms, but they are there to teach you of who you are, and showing you a mirror. But this one, because of the divine match, means that it is your destiny. So no matter what, it is meant to be, even if it lasts or it not, because the twin flames will burn until they burn out. Because when you have shown enough mirrors and you learned your lessons, then you are free to go. That's what was the purpose of the other person, of the other soul, to show you that mirror, and now you are free. And that means you might be able to leap forward into the next thing. But it also said to stay strong. And sorry, you don't see that, but it says to fight for love, but choose your battles wisely. And that you need courage, loyalty, and the truth, which are really, really tough combos. Sometimes when you know the truth, it's not the easiest thing to keep up the courage and the loyalty, but you will have it in the next 6 weeks. And really, choose those battles. It seems that the universe knows that you will get into battles, it seems, but it tells you to choose it wisely, because it might not be worth it. For love, it's okay, but for everything else, ignore it. Drop that battle. If it's not for love, not worth it. Okay, now let's see. Does Frida have anything to say now that we know about this love life? Because this pack was, yes, hello, wanted to come to me. So make a journal of your creative destiny, a very beautiful, intricate picture of your dreams. I think this is very important, not just about you and your personality and your beauty, but about this. So include this love, because this card didn't want to come out after that. It wanted to come out right after the love life. So sometimes if you make a journal, if you have time, please, or if you don't, please set aside some time, because if you read it back, you will already see how differently you will not even look at others, but your own self, your own past. So I leave it here so that you can really reach that beautiful destiny where you are heading towards. And then let me see this one wanted to come. So is there anything else Geminis need to know for this month that they need to pay attention to? Oh, actually I left out the career. Give me 1 second. I will, yes, here you go. 2 things. Akira, selflessness, and spiny-headed Metash, the rebirth. Oh gosh, this is good. Here. So, so it's actually here. That selflessness comes back. It's definitely a key message. It started with it, and maybe this one is supposed to finish with it. But we still have the career cards. So that selflessness will be very, very important. If you have the chance, then please give back to others. And if you are familiar with the Kundalini, then practice it, because it will really, really help you kind of channeling the energies of the world. And the other one is about rebirth. So generosity gives us always a different perspective, and also it's probably part of your rebirth. So probably without this selflessness, you can't really reach to that magical state. So try to include it. It can be really very little things, to have your neighbor to stroke your cat again, or your dog, or just something that you give without any expectations, any. Because that is a true rebirth that is waiting for you, because you need to follow your heart. There is something big going on, because rebirth is not a small thing. It might look like, oh, it's just one thing, one step. No, all these steps will result in a completely different person in 6 weeks. So check back in. Tell me please, in October, did it happen? How did it happen? What was that rebirth about? Okay, let's check this career at the end and see what's going on that end for Geminis. August And September, please. What's coming in their way? Two endings. Yes, you can't rebirth if you don't die first, in a sense. So, yes, there will be some endings and sometimes to say goodbye because when you are on a journey, you need to leave all the stagnation behind. The shore is there and the goal is there. So, let's go it this way. You finish something, and with all that generosity and rebirth, you will be on your own sea. And remember, that sailing is not possible without the wind. Dear Gemini, as an air sign, focus on that one. The wind will blow you where you really, really meant to be if you listen to your heart. Anything else? Nothing really wants to come out of this one either. No? One more try? No. Then this is it. I will leave it like this because I don't like forcing the cards, and it seems that the message is really, really end to end, from one ending to a new beginning, and to a true journey for you, and a very abundant journey. You know, you will give and receive because all this selflessness, even if you are not expecting anything, the abundance will come to you. It's like a circle. Um, as you can see, that one is like a circle. It will go around, maybe not from the same people, but you will receive heaps of abundance in this week, in this 6 weeks, and it seems that heaps of movement is in it, leaping forward into the wage of your heart. I'm wishing you good luck, and yeah, let me know in October how did it go. See you next time. Bye.